Hi there, my name is Sky, and this is an idea, theory about kind of like where society is at now. Something I was thinking about, and that is, we are seeing a point in our civilization, in our society, where things are at, they're a lot more user interactive, and in particular, they're a lot more feedback oriented. And so I kind of want to call it, instead of the interactive, part of our, where we're at right now, it's a feedback part. And by feedback, I mean that, you interact and you can interact and you can get either a response or immediate response. And the examples of this are in like TV shows that have chat and bulletin board functions, emails you can send to programs, like TV, television programs. We're also seeing movies where people can vote for what sort of outcome, what sort of method they want to have occur. And I mean, I'm driving a Prius right now, and when I set it to the option B, when I hit the brake, whenever I hit the brake, the energy is transferred into the battery. So my feedback to the machine generates energy, and in a way that's also similar to, what was the other example I was going to give? But I mean, this seems to be kind of the case with everything. And in particular, like Attack the Show and X-Play, where what I talk about, where I can start something, I can describe or talk about something, and one way or another, an idea either of that or similar to what I described will make it to the television program. So it's a sort of feedback that I'm seeing occur. And I think that's just an amazing aspect of our society, that we are seeing at this time. That people can say and do things and see such a response. It's very interesting that you would see such an occurrence. And I'm trying to think of any examples from science fiction past, and by science fiction past I mean movies and programs, and it's just ideas well, what would the future be? In particular, there's this new Discovery Science Channel program called 2057, and 2057 is just that. It's what would life be like in 2057? And some interesting ideas proposed. It's interesting in particular because when you had older ideas of oh, well, what's life going to be like in the year 2000, this idea of oh, we're going to have flying cars, and yet here we don't have flying cars. So why is that?
Continue on US
so
101.
what you could assume is that people have, the scientists, the philosophers, the guys who have thought about oh, what's the future going to be like? They looked at things and they thought, okay, well, you're not going to quite have this much advancement per se, but I think it may have been a bit more realistic, and in particular, they realized there's a certain factor that they didn't take into account, and that is the fact that that people are going to be involved in commercial enterprises, capital enterprises, where their intelligence is going to enter into the mainframe of a competitive market, and in that competitive market, advancements are going to be seen and they're going to be adopted. And really, what's going to happen is you're going to see user accessibility be the determining factor. And that's the way with pretty much all technology. And by user accessibility, it's the one argument is pornography. Which way does pornography go? So pornography could have gone laserdisc, or it could have gone to VHS. It went VHS, and as a result, everything went VHS. So and if all pornography went DVD, well, that's where technology and the capitalism is going to advance it. So we are seeing, and it's not based on pornography, but video games, how society is getting into this interactive idea, this interactive quality of interaction and response.